Let's make the best of this then. Right this way. Oh, this one wants to engage in a bit of an archery competition, huh? Fine by me.
Namira grinds bones for my bread. I will drink your blood.
You probably shouldn't do that. It probably wouldn't taste very good.
I'll kill you instead.
Oh dear. That looks like real trouble. Oh, we're gonna have to prepare for this one. Let's make the best of this. Ah, that hurt. Ooh, this is wearing us out. This one is no joke. Ah, got him.
The shrine is ours again. Now we need to prepare a grand feast to welcome you to Namira's coming. You will have the honor of bringing a fresh kill for the main course, and I know the perfect person.
What? What are you talking about? Who are you talking about?
A priest filled with the taste of an easy life, Brother Verilus from Markarth. Give him this gold. Tell him you need Arcae's help exploring an old cavern for treasure. And when he stands in Namira's presence, she will take care of the rest. Say hello to Verilus for me.
I knew she was bad news. I think she's telling me to invite this man to his death. I know so little about Namira, though. Yet I agreed to help her nonetheless.
Bring Verilus here. The Lady of Decay will do the rest.
The Lady of Decay.
Many used to come to these caves. The forgotten, the wretched.
It's a disturbing title. Just who did I get myself involved with? Necklace of Dwindling Fire. That actually might be really useful for when dealing with dragons. Can I take this bow? No, it weighed me down. We'll leave it here. Oh, take care, Eola. Let's see what's over this way. Ah, a shortcut out. That's handy. The old books, but nothing of significance, from what I can see. Ah, this is what we found earlier. The secret entrance. Oh, I don't want to have to go all the way around here, though. I think I'm gonna go back through the cave network in order to get out the other side and get back to Brownie. And it's good that we found that, though. Although, I think I may have just unwittingly helped an evil cult get their, chambers back. And, that could prove a problem. Granted, I could simply leave and not come back. And I'm not sure that would be wise. Maybe I can inform the priest in town of what happened here. And say, perhaps I could help them with their problem by getting rid of it. A problem I helped create. Oh, a treasure chest. Nope, 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 we can make it, we can make it! Damn it. Alright, we'll have to try that again. Maybe we should just not conveniently mention the fact that we just heard of what was here, rather than admitting the fact that, we actually helped to make it happen. That might be a better idea. There's nothing wrong with, omitting a little bit of inconvenient truth. At least that's my opinion on the subject. God, how the heck do we get over there with this rock in the way? Maybe if we come from the side like this. There we go. Get rid of the rather obvious trap. Oh, I just had a bit of gold. And little else. And one more time we have to run around. I've spent too much time down here. The place is starting to get to me. I think I'd like to leave. And now. Certainly winding enough. Finally. Many of Skyrim's Nords harbor a bitter resentment of all elvenkind whom they battled with throughout history. And we were aware of that much. So, while seeking to accomplish one task, we managed to take care of another, and then potentially end up regretting it. We'll see what I can tell them in town. She's there all by herself. I imagine that, it won't be that much more of a problem. All we have to do is cross the bridge and go up to the northeast. We should be able to find the Forge Master's fingers there. I definitely would like to get that so I can get all the Orichalcum I need for my armor before having to raid the Forsworn Mine. I remember that even with Esbern and Delphine's help, taking care of this encampment over here, it being quite a long and dangerous fight. Not one I'd like to repeat without adequate preparation. Oh, this is apparently part of their camp I hadn't noticed. They even have an alchemy lab here. Gold, and a few simple spell tomes. And an axe I won't be taking with us. Thought I saw a satchel over here. Ah, there it is. I do like fish. Beehive husk. Might be sweet. Maybe. Oh, they actually managed to kill a giant here. And quite a bit of gold on him. Mammoth tusk. Snow bear pelt. His equipment. Remarkable. I think I'll leave the toes there. No offense, but I've tried it, and it's rather disgusting. So how do we get up that hill? I guess we're just gonna have to go around the long way here. Perhaps... Or wait, I know. Oh, Brownie slipped. Oh, but you managed to clamber back on top. Good job, Brownie. You also handled those stairs quite nicely, too. You're a good horse. Yes, we can come up this way. Let's giddy up on this hill. Yeah, this is where we fought that other dragon. And, where this little sinkhole was located. As for the way up to this other area, perhaps we can reach it by going this way. Seems unlikely, considering how steep it is. But who knows? I don't know, we'll try it. Come on, Brownie, you can do it. We just gotta get a good slope. There we go. Oh, damn saber cats. That takes care of that problem. My directions are right. It should be over this way. I think it could be this. A pile of skeletons outside the door. Hardly comforting. Alright, Brownie. You should wait here while I go inside and handle this. It's bound to be dangerous. We'll do our best, though, and we'll be right back, I'm sure. Hopefully with those gauntlets intact. Maybe we can get a little justice for these poor saps here that died. Alright then. Let's do this. Well, Brownie, let's go inside. You wait here, though. It's bound to be bad. Just because it never really is good. Just once I'd like to wander into a dungeon in the middle of the wilderness or in cave work or whatever else. And actually have someone there to, I don't know, say hello or something like that. No, that's not good. Running into dead men already. Orc. Has a book on him. The Legend of the Red Eagle. By Trajane Dren, archivist of Winterhold. How long is this book? Oh, it's quite long. I'm not gonna read it all right now. But I will take it with me. A slot for a weapon of some kind. Well, this seems to be pertinent, so I guess we're gonna take a good read of this book that we found anyway. Oh, I am kind of curious as to what all that's about. Back to that book. Legend of the Red Eagle. This tale was transcribed from the memory of Clarice Vane, VM, student of Winterhold. Elements of the legend suggest the date, First Era 1030. Those with any world tradition, much of it is likely a later anachronism. Curiously, stories of a similar king and his legendary blade appear in other ancient myths of the Reach. Long ago, a child was born in the Sundered Hills. They named him Faulan, which means red eagle in the tongue of the Reach, for the screeching bird call that greeted his birth and the crimson blooms on the autumn hills. Thus began his legend, Reach child born under auspicious skies, his very name the color of blood. 10 kings ruled the Reach in those days, and though men were free, the people were scattered and warred amongst themselves. The augurs foresaw the boy's destiny, a warrior without peer, first and foremost lord of the Reach, chosen to unite all under his name. Faulan grew in years and strength, and it seems the prophecy would be fulfilled. The banner of the Red Eagle was raised along the cliffs of the Reach, and his people prospered. Then came Hestra, Empress of the South, riding to war. One by one the kings stood before her. One by one they fell aside, bending knee, and imperial bargains are slaughtered on the battlefield. Our legions came at last to the Sundered Hills, and envoys were sent to bargain for their surrender. Faulan refused to yield the freedom of his people, but the elders were afraid, cast him out, and accepted the imperial yoke. Thus was stolen by the foreign invaders, his land, his people, his very name. In the years that followed, Red Eagle became known as the untamed spirit of the Reach, unbowed, unbroken, stained by the blood of his foes. He gathered loyal Reachmen to himself, those who clung to the old ways, who yearned for freedom, and forged a new nation. Together they fell upon the occupiers, and the traitors by night, disappearing into the cliffs and caves each morn, evading capture. It was not enough. For every imperial patrol and garrison they wiped out, yet more seemed to march from the green south to replace them. One night, under a cloud-choked sky, the men of the Red Eagle warmed themselves over damp fires of smoldering moss. A huddled, shambling figure came to them, cloaked in rags, face cowled. Though his men mocked and cast stones at the stranger, Faulan sensed something and beckoned. The cowl was thrown back in the dim light, and she revealed herself to be one of the ancient and venerable Hogramans. She offered power for a price, and a pact was made. Thus was brokered to the witch his heart, his will, his humanity. From that day forth he was a spirit of vengeance, pitiless and beyond remorse. The rebels grew in strength and numbers, and none could stand against them. Faulan's eyes burned coldly in those days, black opals reflecting a mind not entirely his own. 2 years passed, and the foreigners were all but driven from the Reach. Such peace could not last, however, and a great host fell upon them, a swift army of invaders unlike any before. For a fortnight, Hestra's generals laid siege to Red Eagle's stronghold till he himself came forth for battle, alone and robed in nothing but his righteous fury. 1,000 foreigners fell before his flaming sword, and the enemy was routed. Yet when night fell, so too did he. The warriors who came to him said Faulan's eyes were clear again on that final night. He was taken to the place prepared for him, a tomb hidden deep within the rock. With his remaining strength he presented his sword to his people, and swore an oath. Fight on, and when at last the Reach is free, his blade should be returned, that he might rise and lead them again. Thus was given for his people, his life, his dream, his sword. But when every debt is repaid in blood, these he shall reclaim once more. That doesn't exactly give us an idea as to where the sword actually is. Not in the slightest. I mean, supposedly, I suppose it could be in a nearby cave network. But again, it's difficult to be absolutely certain where we need to go. I do remember that the mine that we need to clear is here. Perhaps somewhere else on the cliff face we might be able to find this sword in order to get the Forge Master's fingers. Years of living underground have rendered the former blind, but their other senses have become more acute as a result. Well, Brownie, it looks like we need to go looking for a sword. And I suspect by the hints in this book I found that it may be somewhere nearby. What we need to do is look for a tomb of some kind. Oh dear. Ah, that should be all of them. This certainly seems to resemble a tomb. The only problem is I don't exactly want you going down that cliff face and getting yourself hurt, Brownie. Well, let's come up this way then. Maybe go around. Perhaps there's a way around this, these towers. We come along this way. Ho ho, not in the slightest. There even seems to be a stone gathering over here. There's quite a great deal on this mountaintop, isn't there? It's interesting, to say the least. But not quite what we're looking for. Could we make a controlled descent down this slope? We can try, but it probably wouldn't be very safe. This does not seem as steep. Perhaps we can come up this way. Come on, Brownie, you can do it. There we go. Good girl. Maybe up this way? Oh, 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 easy, Brownie, easy, easy, we can do it. Easy, easy down the cliff. There we go. Oh, I think we've just stumbled upon the Forsworn camp. I think we need to move. I don't think they were expecting us to come up that way. Ooh dear, we're in trouble, Brownie. Alright, let's move, move, move. Alright, Brownie, you wait here. I'll go deal with the Forsworn. But is their camp there really what we were looking for? Or is it possible the place we seek is further down this way? Old ruins and a chest. Some simple supplies, a soul gem and some gold pieces. Nothing too impressive. I feel that we might be close. Come to think of it, I wouldn't be surprised if the Forsworn had taken Red Eagle's sword themselves, considering that he was a rebel. And this might be another interesting way to deal a blow to the Forsworn. So wait here while I go take care of them. That was disorienting. There they are. Let's see, just how good I've gotten at blocking arrows. No, not that good. I really don't appreciate that. Nothing I would want. Nothing of any real value. Oh, and here they come. Oh, anything to help put the Forsworn in their place. Is this it? Red Eagle Ascent. Something tells me that's what I'm looking for. Oh, a coin purse. Odd little find. Well then, we might as well try to do this quietly, from a distance, and not try to draw too much attention.
Someone there? Is someone there?